Do you dread the research process before you launch a new Facebook ad, right? This whole phase where you have to look at competition in the market, about your past data, and just kind of scrape the web for all the information you need to create a winning ad. I don't know about you, but I do. Personally, at some point, it does become quite redundant to do this research process every time you want to do an ad. And I just wished of a way to have other people or some form of automation to do that for me. And that is about to be true. If you're not yet familiar with the concept of agents, I want to introduce this concept to you today. So I want to talk to you about Agent GPT, which is a way for you to have bots automatically complete a series of tasks for you using GPT technology, so that, again, you can leverage these bots to complete different part of your research process and help you speed up your ad workflow. If you don't know who I am, my name is Justin and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So let's get straight into it. The website I'm going to show you today is called agentgpt.reworked.ai. Just be mindful, the .reworked is not exactly the way you would usually spell reworked. You just remove the E at the end, so right before the D. With that being said, what you first want to do is you actually want to create an OpenAI developer account to have your own API keys. So you actually want to go to platform.openai.com, make an account, go to your API keys. So go to the URL right now at the top of this video. And then once you're right there, you want to create a new secret key. Be mindful that first, you're probably going to have to add a billing method because this is a paid way of using ChatGPT. If you're leveraging their API, those are the costs right now. So in this video, we're actually going to be using GPT 3.5 Turbo, which the cost is honestly quite minimal. Per completion or per prompt that you would be doing in this video, it's about $0.002. So it's not even a cent. With that being said, again, fairly cost-effective way of using ChatGPT. But to head back to Agent GPT, you're gonna wanna click on settings bottom left. Then it's gonna open up a small screen for you to actually put in two things. Which GPT technology you wanna leverage, GPT-4 or 3.5 Turbo. If you're one of the lucky ones watching this video who has access to the GPT-4 API, which not a lot of people do right now, it's very limited. If you have access to the GPT-4 API, then by all means use that, put in your key for it. But if you don't, which is gonna be most people, then use GPT 3.5 and enter your secret key after clicking settings bottom left of this screen. Now with that being said, what you're gonna do from here on out is start naming your agent. The way that Agent GPT works is in the following two. You give an agent a name and you give it a goal. And it'll basically create its own tasks in order to accomplish that goal. So in other words, think of it like a version of ChatGPT, but that will think by itself and then just keep on creating prompts and tasks for itself until it solves your macro goal. Now, as I mentioned in this video, I said this is coming soon. The reason why I said soon, because first, this is a beta. You'll see in today's video that there are ways for you to already be using this, but it's not quote unquote the best. Like, there are also flaws which I'll clearly point out in today's video. Now, before writing your main goal, I recommend the use of Prompt Genie. This is roughly, I believe it's $3.99 a month for a subscription with them. Prompt Genie is actually quite inexpensive and it's a way for you to create the best prompts in order to get the best output as possible from any ChatGPT platform. So in this case, feel free to stop this video, take a screenshot and copy this prompt right here. I'm basically gonna ask my first agent to list out some potential market desires of my audience. So I made a prompt for it. I'm gonna click copy. Then I'm gonna head back to Agent GPT. I'm gonna give it here market desire as a name, paste my prompt and then deploy my agent. And while this is working, I could just open up another tab of Agent GPT, name a new agent and have it start another task. So I could just go right here. Let me just create a goal again for Agent GPT. This goal is to, and then provide deep market research on my target persona, and therefore combine to our apps. So now while my first bot is actually researching right now on the target market desires of my persona, I come in here, I create a new prompt because I'm already thinking about potential creative concepts that might work for this audience. Again, that is completely disregarding the market desires that it would find, but I'm just trying to see what ideas it has just based on the persona that I've given it. So I'm gonna come right here on a second tab. I'm gonna name this one creative concept, and then from there paste my new prompt. And now going back to my first agent, it basically accomplished its goal. So if I go back right here As you can see, those are all the tasks that it added for itself. Added task, scrape all the information on Eugene Schwartz marketing strategies and tactics. Second task, collect data on the interests, preferences, and habits of women aged 18 to 35 who love cooking but don't want long recipes. Added task, analyze the collect data to identify the specific market desires of the target persona in terms of cooking habits, preferences, and product expectations. Exactly what I want, right? So basically, if you can see right here, obviously, look, it's saying right here, it's not my capabilities to perform such action. I'm an AI model. I can provide you with personal blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Again, it's in beta. Like, there are things that it cannot do. And it cannot scrape the web as of yet, but nonetheless, it can still give you some pretty good answers that are close enough. Scraping the web, if you go under the help section bottom left, is in their target right now. They're actually working on web browsing capabilities, long-term memory, and interaction with websites and people. That's gonna be pretty crazy. I'll get back to that in a second. But right here, looking at it, it found me some market desires, like quick and easy cooking solutions, budget-friendly options, variety and flexibility, convenience and accessibility, and so on and so forth, right? Time-saving meal preps. So overall, the key market desires for this target persona may include quick and easy cooking, healthy, nutritious meals, affordability, variety, flexibility, convenience, and visual appeal. That's a pretty big one. So with that being said, I can actually start crafting ads or headlines or, again, creatives around these concepts, right? Or around these market desires. I can make my concepts around these desires. So looking into that, don't forget that the opposite of a desire usually is a pain point. And usually it's probably best for you to tap into the pain point than the desire itself. I'm just going a bit on a tangent right here, but if your goal is to actually show how quick and easy cooking, right? That's your desire of your target persona. Then in this case, you'd want to show the opposite, right? You'd want to show how long cooking is usually, how tedious it is, and all of the cleaning process at the end. That's like your hook. And then boom, you would get into your actual ad from there. That's all been given to us by this bot. Basically went on a couple tasks and found these. Now, if you go down, it actually pinpointed the top 3 market desires of that target persona, gave me a list, which were, again, amongst that list, and then just kind of kept on going. So now let's go see how the second bot is doing right now. Again, I didn't give this bot any context. I just threw it on a quest to find me some ad concepts that I could be using for my specific product or solution, whatever. So it basically gave me a couple ideas, right? Like cook delicious meals in under 30 minutes. Our new recipe book is perfect for busy women who love to cook but don't have the time to spend hours in the kitchen. Tired of boring meals? Spice up your cooking with your easy to follow recipes that will impress even the pickiest of eaters. Gave me a bunch of concepts that I could go off of. Again, those are not really aligned with the desires that I found, but I'm here today to show you the possibilities of using that. There are endless possibilities of using these bots. I could have many different accounts opened up right now with Agent GPT, all linked to my API, and they're actually all working on different tasks leading up to the process of launching an ad. One could find me market desires about my current persona. The other one could try and see if there are other related personas in the industry that I could target, but that I'm not currently targeting for my specific product. All the while, a third one is finding a list of potential competitors for me to look into. And if you're already using ChatGPT, then you know that if you're starting a prompt, so as an example, I'm going out here, I'm starting a prompt with ChatGPT and trying to start a new chat at the same time. If I go back, my prompt has been stopped. Like my prompt, again, right here is actually not continuing. If I just hop on a new chat, it kills the prompt. Whereas right here, having multiple agents deployed at the same time is possible. Even though they're all on the same API key, they can all pull from your API and all work simultaneously to get you different answers. Now, I said earlier I was going to get back to the help section right here where it talks about what's coming up next, because that is very interesting. In one of my prompts that I did on my own before this video, one of the tasks that Agent GPT actually pulled for me was A/B testing Facebook ads. Then it created another task, which is optimize the Facebook ads based on the market desires. It was pretty scarily accurate in terms of the next steps that a marketer would have to usually do using Facebook ads. So here it says that down the line, you'll be able to interact with websites. How far is that in the future? We're not really sure, but it's on their roadmap to help you have agents accomplish different tasks within your business. This is again a bit of a utopian or dystopian way of viewing the business, but instead of having people, you now have agents. One agent is just your researcher. It continuously researches about your competitors. Then you have another agent that is also a researcher, but that is searching your own ads. It just continuously looks into your ad data and then try and interprets it. Then you have another agent, which is a researcher manager. It can interact with your other live agents, gather their data, and then make some conclusions from the data that is being fed from these other two agents. And then while that's happening, you're also creating another pod of agents that are creating new ad concepts, that are sending them to your Facebook agent that is actually the one interacting with your ads manager account and updating your ads. Again, this is very utopian, but it's coming. And it's crazy to see that there are already ways for agents to optimize themselves and to think for themselves. If you haven't yet looked into the concept of AGI, I strongly encourage you to do so. Again, I'm by no means an expert in the matter, but it's like an intelligent agent, as you can say right here, right? Agent, which can understand or learn any intellectual task that human beings or other animals can. This is the kind of the first version of this. This is an agent that thinks for itself. You give it a bigger purpose. You give it like a quote unquote life mission. This is a life mission of your agent, and it will work continuously until it's achieved its goal. And we're getting into that direction. Very interesting, very promising for us advertisers out there that will be able to save tons of times and remove some of the human error of input and remove some of these human input errors that we would usually find in our day-to-day workflows. With that being said, if you want access to our free masterclass on creating paid advertising campaigns for e-commerce businesses, check out the description down below and join our free PCAT community, which not only has the community, but also the course that is completely free of access to you, everybody watching this video right now. And if you want an agency to run your paid advertising campaigns across Facebook and TikTok, then also check out the description down below and book in a call with our team. On that note, check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.